Хай, Samson, что доброго пожалуй, прохождение игры. Это потом сделаем. Прохождение игры. Как это называется? Фаллаутика. Пойдем, наверное, сюда сначала. Попробуем апгрейднуть наши пушечки. А потом пойдем по заданию, потому что надо. В 26 уровень, быстро качается.
Hey, I'd be happy to help if I... It's always fascinating watching you create.
Так. Тема. Погнали. Hell yeah. Наша снайперская винтовочка. Лука нужно, точно третий уровень. Ух ты. Алюминия не хватает, фак.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Алюминий болтик. Это я не качал, тоже не качал.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
То все враги. Я буду подсвечиваться. Вот так круто. Ничего другого не скажу. Да, а что мы там типа живем-то? Что, ну типа наш дом, типа там жили, типа круто. У нас теперь стаберка с глушаком. Алюминий нам нужен, очень много алюминия и болтики. То есть вообще куча просто нужна этого всего.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you...
Can you bring me up to speed on the situation?
Commonwealth citizen lives in that there observatory. Institute thugs showed up to haul him off, only he spotted them coming. He managed to fire off a flare gun, got our attention, and we got up here as quick as we could. Now they're trapped inside. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
What do you know about the person who lives here?
Not too much. Wallace is his name. Kind of an egghead type, but real squirrely. Keeps to himself. We've checked in on him every now and then, but he didn't seem to want the company. So, you moving in or what?
Have your men hold their ground. I'll go in and assess the situation.
I don't think that's a good idea. Sir, we have to act now, or else we risk not only letting them get away, but taking one of ours with them. I wouldn't wish that fate on anyone. Are you gonna lead us in there, or what?
I'm giving you an order, soldier.
Maybe you don't understand. This ain't the military, and I don't have to take orders from you. Are you so against this? You do know which side you're on, don't you?
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong about this?
I'm tired of risking things. I'm tired of risking lives. And that's why I'm not letting them take this guy. If you're not with us, then you best get the hell out of here before we take you down as one of them.
Excuse me. Yeah? General? Hey, General. Excuse me. Huh? Hey.
Yes?
Yes?
Что типа делать?
Hey there.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Что теперь делать ими? На них атаковать или что?
God, what are you doing in here? Get out there and stop them from killing us.
Да им вообще их теперь типа завалить надо.
All systems nominal.
Ничего типа надо ими сделать.
Reporting status. All functions
Если возьмем сохранение новое. Или что у нас тут? Ага, ну ладно, сейчас просто сделаем сохранение. Тихо. Нас просто не спалили и все. Что репутацию не потерять. Скажешь, что типа это. Что походу они атаковали по-тихому.
Starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good, good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
The Minutemen were only doing what they felt was right.
Well, from here it looked like they were out for blood. And if you hadn't arrived, I think they might have gotten it. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
Talk is cheap. Maybe it's time to kick in the door.
No. We need this man on our side. He needs to see that we'll help him as much as he'll help us. Just don't antagonize him, and you should be fine.
Okay.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be in here. Now just go away!
Right. We're here to steal your kidneys and your memories. That's why I'm wasting time talking to you through the door.
That's not funny! None of this is funny!
What can I say to convince you that we're not going to hurt you?
That you're leaving and never coming back.
Shut up and listen to me. We're not here to hurt you, but if you make this difficult, you're gonna regret it.
Okay, all right. What do you want from me? Why are you here?
It's important, and it will benefit you, so just trust me.
You can't just barge in here and insist that I'm not even sure what. Please, tell me something about what's going on.
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
I'm here for the Institute, not for you.
Right. Okay. I gotcha. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Фух. Это заданец, конечно. Надеюсь, я не буду против их сейчас, потому что, это будет очень сильно обидно. Окей, опять к Шону. Шан! Погнали к Шону опять. А все крутится там. Мне кажется, или скоро игра должна закончиться, потому что я моя. Если так за институт очень часто играю, так что должно быть что-то такое быть. Наверное, сейчас мы пройдем основную сюжетку и немножко поделаем сайд-квесты, потому что чего бы и нет. То есть не все сайд-квесты, конечно же, сделаны, а все ж некоторые. Вот. Насчет идти проходить DLC. Я не уверен, что я хочу DLC проходить. Потому что там такие враги. Там просто будет такая фигня, что я не очень хочу. Это почти так же, как в Skyrim было DLC, но это почти так. Почти такое же, но это, я там тоже это враги были такие сложные слегка. Которые очень сильно раздражали.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
Let's just get the rest of it done.
Yes, quite. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
Right, because no one up there suspects the Institute exists.
This is not a joke. There's been too much posturing by too many groups. The world needs to know that we are in power and the Commonwealth is ours. As the incoming director, it is your responsibility to lead, to establish that place for the Institute's future. Please take this seriously. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Mother.
Текст. Где текст? I need to see my text. Oh shit. Если меня будут выбирать эти слова, то вы слишком.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are... the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our new ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Я все правильно сделал.
Interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase. Though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. before we preempt their broadcasts. We need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Фух, то есть нам надо пойти в Diamond City. Понятно. Чтобы всех переманивать на свою сторону. И теперь братство будет против нас по полной программе, потому что мы делаем пропаганду. Нормас. Но в Diamond City все против. Типа, ну, многие, очень многие против этого института. Так что вот такие дела. Скорее всего, нам будет все по-тихому сделать. Так, куда тут идти? Я уже не помню. Давненько меня тут не было. А по-тихому, да, все сделал, что типа нас не спалили, типа.
Hi there. Hey, I mean, hi. Again, hi? Hi.
Тормоз.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this goes.
Don't break my stuff.
Here.
If you don't mind.
Так.
All right, in you go.
Походу подходит. Сюда, скорее всего, с кнопками.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So.
Я что-то неправильно сделал. Сюда идет типа с кнопками. Да? LVL.
I don't, okay. I usually don't. This is why.
Бедный чувак. Теперь нам в институт, да? А, да. Все? Радио.
The stories are free, but the moonshine will cost you. Ask for Vadim Bobrov. This next one, it's Roy Brown. The song is Butcher Pete.
I hear. That rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sounds like things are pretty bad in Bioscience. I hope you can resolve the situation. Higgs and Logan have officially lost their minds. They'll be lucky not.
Куцонг. Только авторские права. О, все-таки пустили. Я-то думал, что меня сюда не пустят. Я реально думал, что сюда нас не пустят. А как нам сюда тебе попасть?
I suppose congratulations are in order.
Так.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more. Will we need worry about outpacing our resources? My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son?
It's almost hot.
Да, лучше выходить отсюда. Там радиация, чувак.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as director.
Что, ты что, останешься тут умирать от радиации? Ну ты дебил. А когда там... Я-то думал, что я услышу, что они там будут говорить, ладно. Услышу я походу. Обидно. Не услышала, что мы там говорили. Саму себя не услышал.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
Мне нравится это место, я бы победу локация. Если еще главным, ну, главари тут, это вообще шик.
The
Ну,
latest synth
May I be the first
generation
to
is
welcome
just
you, Meg.
amazing.
We're looking forward
Those
to working
guys in
with you.
robotics are working miracles.
подождите-ка. Давайте я перед тем, как займемся серьезным делом, мы переоденемся.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will. Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth to aid in our operations. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
I'll tell you what. You make the call. Surprise me.
Okay then. I'll come up with something. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Окей, запуск. Походу у нас все идет ближе к финалу.
Making real progress, thanks to you.
Опять спать поговорить. Ну что, еще там стоит? А что он там стоит? Почему он там стоит? Он же не должен там находиться. Там же радиация, what the fuck. Что с ним не так?
We got more than enough power thanks to the new reactor.
Pa 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 da 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 da. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 da. Pa 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 da da. Pa 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 da 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 da.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going. You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
Does it even matter? What are you getting at?
I think it's obvious. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, the railroad must be eliminated. Completely. As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
I can take care of them.
Good. Good. I don't enjoy asking you to put yourself in harm's way, but this is so important.
Ничего себе, приехали. А почему? Ну, у меня всегда быть в лобби, что ли? Так, это вообще так нечестно. По логике вещей мне можно телепортироваться откуда угодно, мне же сами так сказали. Мне так же сказали, что я могу телепортироваться откуда угодно. Ну что, пойдем. Сейчас мы всех типа союзников разгромим. Сначала мы их друзья всех позвали, а теперь мы наоборот из друзей выкидываем. Да, такие мы злые люди. Ладно, здорово. Ну, а пушки сейчас у нас прокачаны. Мы можем сейчас по-тихому снайперской винтовочкой сделать в голову с двойным критическим ударом. Если получится, берем еще пистолет. Да нет, может пару выстрелов сделать в голову. Там. Если будет критический удар, это будет изи. Изи просто. Ух. Вот. Такие дела у нас. Я что с револьвера постреляю? Здесь сделаем перезарядку. Чтобы если что. Хали. Восемь. И девяточка. Девяточка кости. Так. Ну, не знаю, с чего нам начать тут. Они на нас сразу нападут или что? Я зря автосохранил. Фак. Это было фейл. Я не знаю, как мне надо ее убить.
We've heard some very disturbing things about you. That you've been to the Institute. That you're actually working with those monsters. You're lucky we don't shoot you on sight.
You must have some faulty intel. I'm not working with them.
Perhaps. But we can't afford to take any chances. Get the hell out of here, and don't come back.
Stay away from me.
Так, ну у нас есть мины. Сейчас мины поставим, будет зашибись. Тихо. Это не то. Вот так вот. Так. Батарейки, усечки. Сейчас сюда, если я все возьму. Ну что, все надо. Так.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Да, не мешайся.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Это бронированный был. Так, что у них тут можно еще стырить?
Perfect.
Тихо.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Ты там не стой на месте. Тут не задний проход.
Minimizing communication with rogue element.
Так.
Pam.
Processing. Unknown human entity. Your arrival was not calculated.
Start making some sense.
Unable to process verbal response. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive analytic machine.
Do you work for the railroad?
Yes. My goals and the rail I provide first or
Safety's off. Time for you to perish. That was amusingly simple.
Ну да, все нормально. Тебе нечего бояться, берем все. Так, это почему взять могу? Так, все берем. Шурупчики, всякая такая фигня, все это надо.
Hey.
How may I be of service? My apologies. I think I've lost them. Let's take a look at what you've got.
Сейчас пошлите просто
I've
отсюда.
lost sight of my target.
Да он сломанный, за ним можно не гоняться. Теперь можно идти обратно в этот... Хотя было через задний ход идти лучше. Потому что нас тут встретить могут. Меня не пугает, так я чуть не это. Хелли. Один живой был. Ну да, он-то валялся. Сейчас уже откроем карту, когда это. Давай. Фастер. Ну, долгие загрузки не вижу. Я даже не знаю, куда нам либо идти в институт сам. Наверное, да, потому что там не было значка. Маркера никакого. Ну. Так это какой? Вот когда надо, ничего не работает. Просто когда в таких ситуациях, когда ты, например, кого-то какую-то фигню валишь, выходишь в локации, тебя могут может кто-то встретить. Так, по крайней мере, в этом было. В Скайриме пару раз зачистил одну шахту, а потом выхожу, а там раз народ стоит. Говорит, так. Кто тут у нас?
so. The work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
Это было нелегко.
It was tough, yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. Their fanaticism wouldn't have allowed it. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. But in this case, what matters most is how we handle it. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them before they can destroy us.
I don't know if that's a good idea. They're well fortified. Attacking them would be risky.
It's necessary. That's all that matters. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here.
There are more of them out in the world, Mother. And they too will come for us.
We can defeat them now. We can defeat them again if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smarter to put an end to it now. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
Интересно. Я продолжу в следующей части. Спасибо, что смотрели. Вот, кстати, это уже мы очень рядом на финалу, походу. Я не знаю, насколько близко, но очень, наверное, близко. Так что давайте, народ, всем